Hello, I'd like to make a collect call to my agent, Jiggy Jeffrey.
The first mod we'll be looking at today is the Lethal Bots mod. This mod adds bots to your game that allow you to play with other players without actually having other players on. Great if you have no friends. Come on, boys! Watch this, they go towards the facility all on their own. Oh, we have these guys out. Another mod I want to talk about is the Oxygen mod. As you can see, I have a meter in my top left corner that shows the oxygen I have currently in my system. This is very, very cool and adds a layer of gameplay that you don't usually see and limits your amount of time on the field. You have to go back to your ship to be able to refill your oxygen. You can restore your oxygen here using this tank canister that's here in vanilla as well. You can also use the Oxy Boost item to restore oxygen. As you can see, he's carrying the scrap back to base like a good employee of the company. You might notice I don't have my companion Double Cross with me. He's been AWOL for a while. I don't know what happened to him. However, these lethal bots sure will provide a useful replacement for him in the time being. So, download this mod right now if you have some fun without having anybody else in your party. The next mods we'll be looking at are some television video mods that add vanilla-styled videos to your television. This is the Lethal TV mod. It adds various Lethal TV videos to your television, mainly music videos. This is a More Television Channels mod. It adds more television channels, which is very vanilla, and not really, let's say, strays that far from the vanilla game, as it mainly uses Seeker's own animated trailers. This is another mod called Lethal TV. This one includes more clips of funny moments and animations. This is the Employee Orientation VHS. It adds a video that was on YouTube to the company TV. Pretty cool. And it's pretty vanilla. There's only one of it so far, however, hopefully there's more in the future. This is the Vanilla Plus TV Clips mod. It adds various Vanilla Plus TV clips to your game. Pretty cool. And finally, we have the training tapes. These are a collection of training type videos that were posted on YouTube at first, but have now been ported to Lethal Company's TV. So honestly, all these TV mods are very cool, very vanilla, and they add a lot to the game, so download them if you want. Don't download them at all though, as they are very intensive and are very big mods. The next mod we're looking at is a very simple mod. It simply adds a death counter to the bottom of your screen, telling you how many times you've died. It's pretty useful and pretty cool, so if you want to know how many times you died, you should download this mod now. Another mod we'll be looking at is the Unstable Jetpack mod. This mod makes the jetpack unstable and not work right, so let's test it out. As you see, the jetpack works fine, however, it has a percentage chance to detonate while starting it up. It also has a percentage chance to increase your speed every frame, so right now it's increasing my speed, becoming more and more unstable. Whoa! Just like that. So all in all, it seems that the jetpack feature where it explodes doesn't really work anymore. However, the feature where the jetpack will gain an instant boost of speed does work, so if you feel like that's going to add a little bit to your game, a little unexpectedness, you should definitely download this mod now. Editor's note, I just realized that The unstable jetpack mod breaks the way that the jetpack is supposed to explode, so do not use this mod under any circumstances unless it gets fixed. The next mod is the Advanced Features mod. This mod adds features from the Advanced Company mod, which I covered in my last episode, back to the Thunderstore page, such as the ability to have this advanced type of coronary report and this advanced spectator menu. Overall, really cool and really awesome. I'll definitely be using this in the future. The next mod we covered in the last episode, however, it got a big update. This is the Beanie's Furniture mod. It adds various furnitures to the game, such as this beanbag chair or this oak chair. New furniture includes this cabinet, this stool, this table, this bed, this lamp, and this shelving unit. Oh, and before I forget, these 2 rugs as well. Honestly, this mod is really cool now that it got this update, and let's get right into its sister mod, Beanie's Pocket Rooms. Which one should we go in first? Oh. Yeah, double crosses in here. Oh well. Let's go in this one first. As you see, this is a nice, ordinary house, and it's quite vanilla and ordinary, really. Not much to say about it, as it's just really a house that has a bunch of rooms within it. And a cool little disco. So yeah, other than that, there's not much added to the pocket rooms. So let's go over to the next mod. The next mod we'll be talking about is Milani's Farming and Cooking. This mod adds various features to the game that allow you to cook and farm in Lethal Company. That sounds amazing if I know it itself, but it adds so much more than that, and it's such a great mod. So let's just get started. As you see, you have these plant pots that you can plant your carrots, potatoes, and wheat in, and by doing so, you'll be able to grow plants. By growing these plants, you'll be able to turn them into more valuable food items, such as putting them in a crock pot to make a vegetable soup. You can also use the Cell Bodies mod to turn creatures into meat, or kill your friends and turn their bodies into meat. By turning their bodies into meat, you'll get meat scraps, which you can use to create things such as hamburgers or meatloaf. Like so. This mod also adds a fridge to store your food in. Not needed now that a fridge has been added to vanilla, but it is overall just a really cool feature that you can use. It also adds a grill and a toaster oven as well. Overall, this mod is really cool, and you should definitely be using it right now because it is just that awesome and adds a layer of gameplay that you don't normally see in Lethal Company. The next mod we'll be talking about is the Free the Imitations mod. This mod adds my friend, Daily Lethal Company News, who is now voicing over every single Lethal Company enemy in the game. This is really funny. As you see, these circuit bees are...
Buzz, 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 buzz. Get away from my hive. Buzz, 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 buzz. Get away from my hive.
These circuit bees are not regular at all.
Get away from my hive. Buzz, 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 buzz.
Now you might be saying, how are the circuit bees even on this planet? There's no nav mesh at the company building. Well, with the mod nav mesh in company building, you'll be able to add a nav mesh and you'll be able to spawn monsters here. If you're not playing with Imperium, you can instead use it as a way to use the comedy and tragedy masks, as they don't work in vanilla company building, but with this mod, they will now work on the company building. Overall, these two mods are really cool, and you should definitely be using them right now. You can see there's weather on this planet, and that can make this planet a very dangerous trek. So if you don't want to deal with that, just install the Weather Probe mod. This mod allows you to pick what planet you're on, any planet at all really, and choose what weather you want it to be set to. You can set it to eclipsed, flooded, stormy, foggy, or mild. Now that we set it to that, there's no weather on this planet. Honestly, really cool mod, and you should definitely be using it right now. The only critique is that it doesn't hide unknown planets, so you'll figure out what the planet is before you're supposed to unlock it. Other than that, it's a pretty cool mod, so definitely try it out for yourself. The next mod we'll be talking about is the Instant Item Slots mod. This mod moves the ability to dance and point to the up and down arrows, and instead allows you to select your hotbar with the 1, 2, 3, and 4 buttons. As you see, you cannot do this in regular games, being able to switch from 1 to 3 or 2 to 4. Honestly, this is really awesome and very interesting way to spice up your gameplay. So I would recommend downloading this mod right now. The next mod we'll be talking about is the Turret Hell Appy mod. This mod makes turrets go crazy whenever you pull the apparatus. Oh, watch that weave! Yeah! Oh, never mind. Yikes. Well, this mod is pretty cool if you want to have a little more danger to your game whenever the apparatus is pulled. The next mod we're looking at is a Cruiser Improve mod. This mod adds various features to the cruiser to make it more versatile and more useful. So let's go through them. The first feature it adds is the ability to turn left and right using the mouse. It also adds a cabin light to allow you to see what's in your cabin. And finally, you're able to remove the key from a cruiser without having to actually be in it. I don't know what just happened there, that was weird. But other than that, this is mostly a bug fix mod and makes the cruiser a lot more enjoyable to play with. So download it now if you want to give it a try and you want to be able to enjoy your cruiser experience a lot more. The next mod we're looking at is Zeta's Moons Discounts. This mod adds a discount system to the moons in Lethal Company. So let's see how it works. Let's go to Titan, which costs 700, and then let's see how much his dine will be cost. 600. So let's confirm. Oh, we didn't have to save 600. Instead, we only had to pay $50 because of this discount system that makes it so you only have to pay a certain amount based on how much you've already paid for another moon. Overall, this is really cool and very interesting, and I'll definitely be using it in my future mod packs. This is the Liminal House interior. It's a new interior for Lethal Company, so let's test it out and see what it's like. This is the Curse Scrap mod. It adds various curses to the scrap in Lethal Company, making it dangerous to pick it up. As you see, I've been teleported around. The only way to fix this is through using the holy water item that you can find randomly placed around the facility. Uh-oh. There are so many other effects, such as being mute, being deaf, being paralyzed, shadow, which makes all enemies invisible, diminutive, which reduces your size, exploration, which blocks all entrances except one, and blurry, which reduces your visual clarity. Overall, this interior and the Curse Scrap mod is very cool, and you should download them right now. This is the Mop Aider. As you can see, it seems to clean the floor or where it goes, and it will damage you if you step onto the floor. Don't mistake it for a cute little creature, it is very dangerous. As you see, walking into it will not do anything, but it will damage you once it leaves its little grease pile. And finally, we're going to talk about the Door Saga mod. This mod adds 3 or 4 new planets to Lethal Company, and is a saga type mod, so that means that it will have a storyline rather than being a collection of moons like other moon packs are. This is Door, as you can see, and inside of the interior you will find that it is completely tilted on its side. This is the moon Dejection. It is a very interesting moon, so let's check it out. Interesting, a gas station of some sort. Remember, A equals 1 equals 2. I wonder what that could mean. And finally, we have the moon Ascension. Peculiar, we can insert an apparatus here. I wondered what this could be for. I wonder what's behind this door. Well, there's only one way to find out. Nah, I'm not going to show you guys. If you guys really want to know what's behind this door, you'll have to find the code word to access this moon yourself, and then route to it and unlock it yourself. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was really fun to make it. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye! If Double Cross won't join me for my This Week in Lethal Company videos, I'll just have to bring back an old friend.